Welcome to the Spilled Ink and Coffee Show, where we take book discussions to a new level.
We don't just read books, we interview them, journal about them, sip coffee, spill thoughts, and explore stories on and off the page.
Grab a cup and get cozy, because every book deserves a great conversation.
Gratitude's in the air, and we're thankful for cozy reads, caffeine, and you, our listeners. This episode, well, it's all over the place, like every good friendship. But that's what makes us remarkably bright creatures.
I agreed to go to a concert with my sister-in-law.
Yay!
Yeah, so we're going to go see Richard Marx and Rick Springfield.
Whoa.
Hello, middle school.
Rick Springfield.
I know, Jesse's girl. Woohoo!
Wow.
I know. Actually, I like Richard Marx better because I had all of his tapes, but that's okay. Anyway, so I'm going to have actual real makeup on and my hair is going to be done. I'm going to film, I finished another book. I finished 2 other books. So I'm going to film both of those.
I love it. Perfect.
So, yeah.
Okay, so Andrew and I leave on Thursday for Hawaii.
For 2 weeks?
Well, it's more like technically 11 days.
Okay.
And then we're home that week. That's the David Sedaris week. For days now, I just want to talk to you about
Oh, okay, hold on. Yeah, I think it was my August, yes.
days now. Holy crap, guys.
Let's talk about it. This
is going to wind up in a different episode anyway. So,
and I would just like to throw out that I don't think I've talked about this one yet, have I?
I don't know. I don't think so.
But I'm going to throw out that this was, and I've seen it everywhere. I know everybody thought brilliantly of it, that my good friend in New York, Ann Peckrell, who I used to teach with, is the one who actually said I needed to read this one. So shout out to Ann.
Thanks, Ann, because I'm not usually a contemporary fiction reader at all. And this got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 coffee cups in my
How did I know
book.
you would like this one? I don't know. Like, as I was reading, I'm like,
Interesting.
Casey, and I gave this one 5 stars.
Which is equivalent to my 8.
Yeah.
And we both audioed it.
Yes.
What the hell are we talking about, guys?
It is Remarkably Bright Creatures by Shelby Van Pelt. Yes, we are late to this game. We know that. Nonetheless, we want to talk to you about it. We both audioed this. This is a contemporary fiction. The publisher is Echo Publishing. For the book, do you have a different publisher for the
HarperCollins.
HarperCollins. Okay.
Favorite character?
Well, yeah, the octopus.
Marcellus.
Marcellus.
We need to give shout outs to the narrators, Marin Ireland and Michael Urie.
Michael Urie, I adore you. I had the privilege of seeing him on Broadway recently in Oh Mary, and every time he came on stage, and yeah, he's a brilliant actor. The problem is I had just listened to this, so every time he started talking, all I could hear was Marcellus, and I told him that at the stage door.
Which is amazing. My mind is blown that you actually got to meet this actor.
Yes, he's wonderful.
And you know that I'm always so picky about my narrators, but these two did not let me down. Mm-hmm. And Marin Ireland, you did all these voices brilliantly. I think that's hard for a female to narrate lots of voices and male voices and get that going on, but this woman is talented also. It's in the contentions for Best Audio 2025 for me.
Okay. Yeah, this was my book of the month for August.
So we're still on track in tandem. This may be the first tandem one where we're feeling the same way.
Yeah.
Read your quotes.
I said, humans, for the most part, you are dull and blundering, but occasionally you can be remarkably bright creatures.
I absolutely have the same quote written down. Because I love when this happens, that this book was going to be that the octopus was the bright creature. And he flipped the script.
Same. I was like, oh, we're talking about how smart, because there was like that movie or documentary about octopi.
Yes.
On that was out there that was super popular.
Yes,
so
I watched it.
Yeah, so I thought that's what this was going to be about. And I, in looking at this, I realized that actually most of my quotes are Marcellus quotes.
Interesting. Yeah. I have one other Marcellus and then a Tova.
Okay.
I will tell people that halfway through this, I sent you a text message because I did not want to cry.
Yes.
And I felt like we were going in a direction where we had to cry. And I said, please do not have this octopus ask me to eat him as his final wish. And I had a moment for several weeks about eating calamari. I'm not lying about it.
The calamari is squid.
I know. Well, I had to look it up because I got in a debate with Andrew, and I was like, I can't eat Marcellus. It's not octopus.
It's squid.
Right. And I was like, no, you don't understand. I was so emotionally connected to him.
Yeah.
So let's continue hearing your quotes from him.
It said, secrets are everywhere. Some humans are crammed full of them. How do they not explode? It seems to be a hallmark of the human species, abysmal communication.
So true.
Yeah.
I think Marcellus is the smartest being on the planet.
He really is. I mean, yeah, he figured out relationships that
they didn't even know.
They didn't even know.
They didn't even know.
Yeah.
And all from his little tank.
Yep. But he was smart enough to escape his tank to go eat Chinese food out of the break room.
Any more quotes?
You can't fix someone who is determined to stay broken. No, the deal is never anyone's fault, but you control the way you play.
That was a great one.
Yeah. Humans are the only species who subvert truth for their own entertainment. They call them jokes, sometimes puns. When I choose to hear, I hear everything. And finally, we all lie to obtain what we need.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
You took all like the super deep quotes that were, which is great because he's the smartest creature on the planet at this moment in time.
Right. What about you?
So I only have 2 more written down, and this one, because I was listening to it, and my husband walks in the room just as Marcellus says, "Oh, let's just cut the shit and get to it." And I was like, it's like, what are you listening to? I was like, shh, I'm getting towards the end and the octopus has got stuff happening. I was like, get out. And he's like, whatever. And then Tova, you don't recover, not all the way, but you do move on. You have to.
Yeah.
I was like, holy crap, that resonated with me so hard.
Yeah.
Not because of the book, but just because of life.
Yeah,
And
100%.
And it's like, gosh, you don't recover all the way. That's why we all have therapists.
What did your review say?
I want to say no notes. I want to say no notes, but let's get serious because I have notes. This is the best contemporary storytelling I have encountered in a book in a long time. It's not my usual genre, but once again, Rachel just knows me, and I love her for this and this story. This is an audio-only recommendation, in my opinion. We just talked with a friend here that she had stated that she doesn't do audiobooks. She would be amiss to not have this one as an audio. I wanted so much to hug each and every character in the story and say thank you, because each character was so well thought out and genuine, their messes and all.
Oh, I'm here. You're here. I'm here.
I'll have a half a cup since you're here and I'm here.
All right, we're really peer pressure.
I know. So Miss Mia, we're recording right now, and we were just talking about this book called Remarkably Bright Creatures, and how you do not tend to audio, but this we are recommending audio only.
The narrators.
The narrators are right, and professional actors, Broadway performers, and there's no way I would never, it's contemporary fiction, not my usual genre, but this is not one that you're going to want to read, I promise you, my friend.
I hope you give it a try.
Please give this one a try.
Suggestions from you professionals.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. Professionals.
Yes. Yes, I want to hug everyone. Everyone needs a Marcellus in their life, and be grateful if you do have one. Not saying it is an octopus. So I have no notes. What was your review?
I can't believe it took me this long to get around to reading this book. It was amazing. So thoughtful and touching, but not in a way that it hit you over the head. The story being told from many points of view, including the octopus, really made you feel the characters' emotions and struggles. This is a wonderfully written, feel-good novel. Which is what I like when you were texting me about, tell me the octopus doesn't get eaten. I was like, this is that, like, I felt like this was a happy ending. I felt like I had a happy ending.
I do not disagree with you. So friends, I'm a very emotional person. I am. And I've cried at the ends of so many books. Like I've cried at the end of The Bones Beneath My Skin. I mean, and
yeah,
right,
I did as well.
Right.
Even though we had differing
opinions
of the book.
For sure. This one, as we're gearing through it, I had to find out, do I need to get these tissues ready? Because I'm not abandoning the book, but I need to know, do I need to get the tissues ready? You didn't say yes or no. And honestly, in the end, it was so beautifully done. It was the happiest ways that the way that this book could have ended. I know it's so beautiful. Oh my gosh, it's the most amazing thing I've ever seen. I actually might cry.
Can I have a water too, please? Thank you.
I might cry over the food. Yay. I'm just going to go back in order in my journal where I left off, go to whatever's next in yours, and then we can trade journals. And actually, some of these tabbies I have, I think I'm actually going to skip the reviews on.
Oh.
Okay, no, because you said oh.
Oh, you can do whatever you want. You say you haven't been reading a lot, but you've clearly been reading a lot.
I guess so. We're both reading a lot. Rachel's book is going to run out of pages very soon. Very, very soon. I see that. I see that a lot.
I know. I'm trying to put my October spread in now, and I'm trying to count. I don't know. I have a backup plan.
Mine's just 8 pages into my book because I'm just trying to get through the January. What's your plan? A compendium?
Yes, I bought a 75-page version of this, so it's much shorter. So I'm going to see how October goes, and depending on how many pages I have left, I might just skip over to the additional book for November and December.
Okay. We're both playing it by ear.
Yeah, because I'll be on vacation for the last 2 weeks of December, and I'll be away, so I'll figure I'll get some solid reading done. So I might need.
Or you read, but you just journal it into the other side. No.
I can't bring myself to do that.
Okay, just throwing it
I
out
can't.
there.
I've got to. I've already have the journal for next year. I have to start fresh.
Yes.
But there's stuff in the back that I'm not going to put in next year.
Oh, interesting.
So, yeah.
I think we'll have to do a end of the year recap of our journals and what we liked, what we didn't like, and what we're doing moving forward.
Yeah, and I'm going to move some of the stuff to the back, to the front, and I've got ideas.
La la.
I've got ideas.
Friends, wait for those videos. So
Yeah.
I'm staring at Babylonia by Constanza Casati. Ooh, I had to say that slow. She read this back in June. It's a physical book, historical fiction, and we have 4 stars. Why did you pick this book?
It was pretty.
It is pretty.
It does have sprayed edges.
Okay.
It's a very pretty book. And then I also saw it in a couple book talk videos. And it just, I want to say I bought...
Hi, Miss Mia.
Hello, beautiful ladies.
I will show you real fast.
Ooh.
So this is, Miss Mia is at Chez David, and we were talking books, and we were talking Miyazaki art, and she said, look up this guy who's another, and I'll tell everybody in the future, another artist. And I saw that he actually does graphic novels and mangas of his film. So I went with doing the book before doing the movie.
Cool.
Right?
Yeah.
So it took me a minute to
you
track
were,
it down.
you
But
know, making eye contact with me, so I
Yeah,
thought,
sure it is.
so go for it. I did find it on
there.
Amazon,
We're there.
but after a couple attempts, because if you don't put in English, blah 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 English, blah 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 English, you get all the Japanese versions.
Ooh, my daughter will be really excited about having to get my phone. I will be right back. Thank you for sharing that.
it's very
Yeah,
pretty.
absolutely.
It's very pretty.
It's the manga from Makoto Shinkai, and the art is Mizu Zahara.
It's nice.
I know, Rachel does amazing art. Rachel McCurtain arts.
That's her writing?
It
my
is.
writing.
Doesn't she have great penmanship?
I can I do write in cursive, but it was too many years teaching in public school and the kids can't read cursive. So I had to make sure that I wrote in print
Okay.
very, very easily because my cursive is messy. So
Mine is,
you have pretty handwriting.
Is it like a doctor? Like when
No,
it's
no.
even better?
Oh no, his handwriting is pretty.
Oh,
It's
sure.
fancy.
It's pretty. It's pretty.
Can't wait.
Exciting.
And you could Amazon search it. Hey guys, sometimes you gotta find your books on Amazon.
And you know what? I lost the little card because I worked a double and I put it in my thing at work, my little tip jar.
That's okay. I'll give you a new one.
Yes, thank you.
And then we'll see you at the October book club. And it was a good turnout. We had 5 people, which was nice. So now you girls can come to October's.
Perfect. This will be great. My daughter's not working Sundays anymore, so we will have some.
Yay! It's exciting. We can't wait to see you.
Yeah, it's gonna be so
Maybe
exciting.
she'll have a manga already and we
Yeah.
can talk
She
it.
will have so many things ready. I'll tell you what, that
She's
girl
gotta-
reads 7-8 books a week.
Wow. Well, she needs to pick one, her favorite for the book club, but she should be doing the book journaling.
She should. That's why I think you guys are gonna really inspire her.
See, he's got pretty handwriting.
Let's see. Oh my gosh, that should be in greeting cards.
I know, it's pretty handwriting.
That's stunning.
It's
Do they
in-
teach you that in school? Your penmanship? Do you have to practice that?
no, it's with the years.
Yeah.
I used, so that's the chat GPT.
I went to work today and had the chance to have 2 charming young ladies brighten my day.
Aww.
Oh, sorry, where were we?
That's okay. We're doing great. I mean, it's just like you said, it's that kind of day.
That kind of day.
Babylonia is the title of the book. Kantaza Kasati. Back in June, physical, historical fiction. 4 stars. We are talking about the cover art because I said, what made you pick this book up? And you said it's beautiful.
It's beautiful. It's a really pretty book. I was in Oklahoma visiting Rebecca when I bought it. So I probably bought this the beginning of March, and then I finally got around to reading it in June.
Babylonia, the cover's beautiful. She said it has sprayed edges. It says Kings Fall, Queens Rise. Author of Clytemnestra?
Clytemnestra.
Wow. That's a new vocabulary word.
It's a Greek character. It's a character from Greek mythology.
Perfect. You can see that I don't know a lot of Greek mythology. If I don't know about that one, I will look it up. So it was beautiful. That's why you picked it up. While you were at the Circle?
The Full Circle
The Full
in
Circle.
Oklahoma. Yep, in Oklahoma City, I should say.
What were your first thoughts when you started reading this? I'm pausing.
Sorry,
You're okay.
I was looking up the names of the characters because they're a lot.
Do you want your book back? So
No,
you can
I don't think
read
I
it?
wrote the names of the characters there. I don't remember. So that's why I was pulling it up so I could talk about them.
What were your first thoughts when you started reading?
This is a powerful young lady because it starts out with not that she's in peril, but that she's on the hunt for justice.
So it's interesting in your review, you say this is a really good historical fiction about a strong woman in a time that I knew very little about. I don't know anything about, I mean, I know about ancient Babylonia.
Yeah, so this isn't
But
about Babylon. even though it's set in that world. It's after the Epic of Gilgamesh, because they talk about reading Gilgamesh and knowing Gilgamesh and all of that. But she was a real female ruler during this time who's just not written much about.
And this is what you say. You made the mistake of trying to compare it to Rome.
Well, because I was in the middle of reading Kate Quinn's Daughters of Rome, so I was in that Roman mindset, and then this is, while there's similarities, this is a totally different ball game.
Obviously,
yeah.
Which is good. It makes your brain think.
It did, because I was listening to those books, boom, 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 boom. So I was in the middle of it, and this was different.
I really like that for you, because you said this is different, and you have been really in this streak of picking the same genres. I'm guilty of the same thing.
Oh, we just get in a rut, and while it still was historical fiction, but I had to do some looking. I didn't know. I thought this was just. I didn't realize that she was a real person. So I did some digging just to realize that she really existed, and a lot of it obviously is fiction. She really was a ruler.
We love a good female ruler. We really do. Did the book hook you right away? Did it take some time? I mean, that's a strong 4.
Yeah, so this one was interesting because of when I was reading it. I was reading it while I was on vacation in Europe. So I was reading it in like 10, 15 pages at a time because I was so tired. I started it on the flight over. So I knocked out like the first 150 pages pretty quickly because I was on a 9.5-hour flight and I couldn't sleep. So I was just going back and forth between reading and watching things. So the first 150 pages went really, really quickly. And then because of, we were sightseeing and on and off ships and not getting to bed till late, all this, I was still determined to read every day, but I was reading it like in 10-page chunks. I would be interested if I had read it normally, because normally a book this size would take me 3 to 4 days in a normal week. So I would be interested if I would have given it a 5-star if it hadn't taken me as long to read. So I think it's a skewed 4 stars, what I'm going to say, based on how I read it.
I disagree with your statement because I read the next part of your review.
Oh, what did I say?
You said, and now this is back in June, so it says you were put off by the possible incest.
Oh, yeah.
And could have a good conflict type in it. Right. So even though this is how you're feeling now, many months later, that you're trying to give it the benefit of the doubt, your review at the time when you write your review, that's in
the mode. Yeah,
it is. It's your first answer on the test is the right answer. It's the same thing. And you go on to say it's a good conflict type, but you felt that ONNES, onus, had a change in character out of nowhere.
Yeah. I felt that he and Semiramis were so good together, and then it was like, okay, we've got to, and again, this could be all historical. I don't know. We had to get rid of Onus, so that she could get with Ninus, if that all makes sense. So I felt like they changed his character out of nowhere just so we had a reason to not like him and get rid of him, because for the first part of the book I really liked him. I thought they were good together. I thought he saw her for what she really was and the potential she had, but then all of a sudden he changed.
The 4 stars is because, and you even say so, there are 2 plot holes. That's a lot of plot holes. I don't even think there should be 1.
And ironically, now I don't remember what the 2 plot holes are. Did I say?
You did. Yes, it was a crazy, vicious battle, but he was somehow the only changed one.
The only changed one.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, after the big battle. Everybody else is like, okay, that was a battle. And he was like scarred forever for it. But we didn't ever really why? What about that battle changed? Like, what was the trigger? What was the switch? Like, if everybody else could just move on from it, why couldn't he?
That's far-fetched. That everyone else can move on, but one person.
Well, and I think again, I think that's what the author or history, I think that's what they needed to happen to start the process of getting rid of him.
It says you really enjoyed the story and the main character overall. So tell us about the main character.
You know, she doesn't ever really know her mother or her real father. She's brought up by an adoptive father in a totally cool and horrific situation, dirt poor, literally dirt poor, and knows that she's made for something else. And it's just her ability to, without compromising herself, the ability to claw her way literally to the top. And I wouldn't say she necessarily uses people, but she sees the potential for how they could help her stay where she is or get better.
Well, wouldn't that be every figure in power that thinks that way?
Yeah.
It's strategy.
But, like, I don't necessarily think she did anything, with the exception of her adopted father. I don't think she did anything out of malice or hatred or revenge.
She was doing it for the greater good. Is she a good ruler?
I think she's portrayed as a fair, just, and kind person.
That would make sense to want to stay in power.
In a truly harsh, unkind civilization where it was literally like battle after battle, and you kind of sense that, like, why are we even fighting these battles? Just because we always have. And that's, you kind of get that, like, oh, we're a treaty now, but then as soon as we send the captive back, we're not in a treaty anymore, and now we can fight again. And even though we just fought, and so there's a lot of, like, yeah.
And that brings me to this one quote. If you spend your life feasting, you cannot understand it is a feast. That would be that if you spend your life fighting, you don't know anything other than fighting.
Yeah.
So the writing style.
Very easy to read, very straightforward.
I think the words are very eloquently put. This other quote, do not fall in love. A woman is a pitfall, a hole, a ditch. A woman is a sharp iron dagger that slashes a man's throat. I mean, we know how to use words really well.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's a well-written book. I really enjoyed it. I forgot that I really didn't enjoy the incest part of that. Yeah. I take out the possible. It definitely was incest.
Perfect. So that would be what you found frustrating and what you did not like.
Yeah, I didn't see the... Like, if you were going to have Onus and Ninus be lovers, that's the king and one of his governors. If you were going to have them be lovers, you needed to make sure that they weren't related.
Oh, okay then.
It needed to be either one or the other. Either they had a relationship and they weren't related, or they were related and they didn't have a relate. Like, it couldn't be both. It couldn't. But again, I didn't look deeply in it. That could have been history. That could have been what it actually was. So I'm criticizing something that I don't know if it actually, like, if that was historical or not. I should look into that. I was just too distracted by the incest.
Well, and with historical fiction, that's the beauty of it. That's the beauty of it. You can choose to look up the history part, or you can just choose to err on the side of the fiction part of it.
And I was more interested in her.
Which she's your favorite character.
Oh, yeah.
Now, with that being your favorite character, I'm going to assume a memorable, most powerful scene comes from her.
I think when she realizes that when she's still in the village, when she realizes who Onus is and that she can use him to get her. She's not even thinking necessarily marry him. She's thinking he can get me out of this god-awful situation where her stepfather is incredibly abusive and basically beats her to the point where she's almost dead. And she sees him as her way out of this situation because there's no way out. She's just this is her life unless she finds a way out. And I think when she recognizes the opportunity is there, I just have to go for it. No matter how, if it turns out, there's no guarantee that he's going to take her. There's no guarantee how this is going to turn out. That she's going to take the I think that says a lot. And there's a scene when she stands up to the queen, Ninus's mother, where she's basically, I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going back. You might think I'm a dirt farmer, but I'm not going anywhere. I'm staying here.
So what's the main idea of the book? The rise of her as a queen?
Yeah. Like how she got. You don't really get a ton about her because it's just maybe the last maybe 30, 35 pages that you get of her as the ruler. It's about her journey to that point, how she gets to that point, and how her experiences make her the ruler she's going to be.
Have you ever read anything from this author before?
I haven't.
Interesting.
Yeah, I would like to grab Clytemnestra
and see where that takes you. I agree, because it's a little adjacent to what you've been doing.
Yeah.
I think that would be nice. Would you recommend the book?
I would. I think what's neat about this book is, I classified it as historical fiction, but you could also classify it maybe not necessarily mythology, but I would say...
Thank you. I appreciate you.
It smells good. I would say mythology adjacent. If you definitely like that, Greek, Babylonian, Syrian type of clash of armies, or a romance.
It's different.
It's got a little bit of everything.
It's different.
If you've ever read anybody listening, if you've ever read Circe or Song of Achilles by Madeline Miller, it's very, very similar. It's definitely in that same vein of work.
Do you think this could be a movie or a TV show?
I think it would be I could see I could see it as a mini series on Apple TV or on HBO, kind of one of those historical, put Jason Momoa in a bear skin, and
wow.
Even though I know he's Hawaiian, but
he fits. He fits
that's
what
tight.
your visual is.
Jason Momoa tight. I think,
Mr. Momoa, if you are listening, please find somebody to option this for you. I think I would go see it because of Jason Momoa, not gonna lie. If your book could whisper a secret to the author, what would it be?
Thank you for bringing my story to the front, because it's a story that hadn't been told before.
That's very profound. That's so great. What would the reader find in these pages they wouldn't expect?
Incest.
I knew you were going to say that, but I had to ask anyway. Yeah, I don't think I would have expected that either, but yet at the same time, if kings are falling and queens are rising, then I just think Game of Thrones, which, guys, I tried to read that freaking book. Didn't happen. I got through the fourth episode of season 1. I was out for all those reasons.
Oh, the books are so good. And then he never finished them, but that's okay.
What a hard read that was. That's another day. For me, those first few chapters, I struggled.
Oh, I flew through those. Tom and I both flew through those books.
That's for another day.
Yeah, it's another day.
My goodness gracious. If your final page could speak, what wisdom would it impart on someone who just closed you?
This is generic, but anything is possible.
Which I like that. It doesn't have to be any which way. What color are the sprayed edges?
In the purple and gold. They look so there's little purple and gold leaves. Right here, that's what the sprayed edges are.
I'd be very interested to see this book in person because the color palette has the orange thrown in there.
Yeah,
and I bet that looks so cool.
I can remember to bring it.
Well, I think that's all we need to say. I'm not going to do a weird ass question because I think we've had enough with the weird with the incest anyway. Like I think couldn't go anyway. My takeaway is that it's a book that. Thank you for writing me, like what you had said.
Yeah, it was.
Who knew? We don't know. We really don't know.
Yep.
Friends, as storytellers, you have to keep telling the stories so the children can know all the things of the history. It's really what that is. And we're losing that in a lot of culture.
Yeah, and there's a lot of culture in that book that I think that people don't know about. So that's why I really recommend it.
Perfect. What is your time out today? Is it
10:30?
Thank you, because I want to do this one.
Okay. I'm so sorry.
I don't mind.
On this one that I wrote in yellow, if I had to do it over again, I would have picked an orange color because even I can't read it.
It's okay. I can read it. It's great because these are my favorite colors. Yellow is my favorite. Orange is my second favorite. Those are also my favorite Starburst flavors, in case anybody really wanted to know. This is nice because it looks happy. The title is Great Big Beautiful Life by Emily Henry. And there's this little stampy thing on this. Is this like an award?
No, I think it was like either a Jenna's Book Club or a
Reese's Book Club. Okay, perfect. It says funny story. Emily Henry, we read this in Emily Henry. Blah, blah, blah. We read this in July as a Kindle. The genre is romance. Publisher is Berkeley Not Familiar. And another strong 4 stars. Prior to this, we were really doing 3s and 2s. This is actually a breath of fresh air, so I'm glad that we're doing that. Why did you pick this book and on a Kindle?
Oh, well, because I was traveling.
Perfect.
So I didn't want to bring Babylonia was the only actual physical book I brought with me. When I travel, I try to just bring my Kindle, so it just saves room. But I love Emily Henry. I really enjoy her books, and they're romance, but in a good writing way. I haven't read one of her books that I haven't liked, so it was her new one over the summer, so I thought it was perfect for travel.
Is there in reading your review, it says you would like to read the full novel of Margaret's life.
Right. So let me see. The basis of this story is there's this reclusive heiress. She was all over the paparazzi and whatever you want to call Page 6 back in the 50s and 60s. Like she and her family were everywhere. They were notorious. They were wealthy. They were involved in the movie business. They were celebrities for the sake of being celebrities. She had a lot of tragedy and became a total recluse. And people have been trying to find her so that they could people are trying to get her story. So these 2 writers are called by her to basically battle it out for who gets to write her life story. She's basically interviewing both of them, and they're interviewing her. They're writing kind of like a test story or an outline of her story to see who she'll pick to write her life story. And it's told in chunks. So Margaret's the celebrity, and so you get chapters of her story interspersed throughout. It would be so cool if Emily Henry actually wrote the entire novel of Margaret's life and made that a book.
Oh.
And it was fine. It was totally fine the way it was, but I think it would be really cool to read her full
story. So there's a story in the story and you want more of that story.
Yeah, there's a story in a story.
Wow, interesting. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I like it. Who's your favorite character in this book?
Margaret.
Of course.
Yeah, she's eccentric, but yeah, she's just that eccentric character that still has a lot hidden. It wants to keep things hidden. It's a good story.
She's smiling and smirking. Obviously, it's a good story if you're doing that. What did you find frustrating? It says here that there were some confusing parts, but you could easily overlook it, and that happened early in the book. Is it because you're going by chunks, so you had some time to get into the flow?
Yeah.
I find that style of writing does that.
Yeah, and I'm either like, especially when you're doing some jumping in time. I've read a couple other books since then that I'm always like, wait a minute, where are we? Like I have to stop and go back. Who's talking? Whose point of view is this chapter told by? Are we in the past? Are we in the present? Where are we? And that, it's just the way my brain works. Like it gets...
Mine is similar. Does that affect the rating? For me, it does.
Probably. I do love a multiple point of view story. I think that keeps the story fresh and flowing.
And then when they're woven together and then in the end they're all together, I agree.
What usually knocks it for me is, and that's the crazy thing, I loved Margaret. I would get like into Margaret's story and like I'm in this chapter and I'm, holy cow, like this is an amazing life, and then we're back to... And that was that was the only knock I could possibly, which is why I said I would like to read a novel that was just Margaret's story.
I understand this tremendously. We'll have a similar conversation in the future with a book I just finished that does that, exactly that. What were your first thoughts when you started reading the book?
Hello, Emily Henry. I mean, she has a very...
a distinct style of writing.
Distinct style. You just you get into the flow right away. You're like, okay, I know. She just writes her characters, I think, very real, with real moments and struggles and things like that. So, yeah.
So what's the main idea? Just get our story out and our book published, or is it through those interviews we meet the romance?
Oh yeah, because of course you
Tell
got a
us
guy
more
and
about
a girl,
this.
and he's a well-known, famous biographer. Has published multiple award-winning biographies. She's like in LA writing for an online fashion magazine, but she wants to get above that to prove to her mom that I'm more than... So it's that we're in competition. They both have past situations or current situations, and they're
trying not to give away an ending. I
don't want to give away the ending.
I don't want you to.
Because I thought the ending was... Well, I figured this was going to be what the ending is. Like by about halfway through, I'm like, oh, this is what's going to happen. And it did happen. It was the right ending. Like, you know, that moment where you're like, I know what's going to happen and I'm happy it's going to happen.
And you're happy to continue on to see how you get to that ending.
Yeah. Because if it had ended any other way, then you would have been disappointed. So it's like, well, I'm okay with the predictability of the ending because that's the only way it really could have ended to make me happy. Because if it had ended the other way, I would have been pissed. So...
Okay, and here's the thing. You don't know how the journey's going to go to get to the ending that you're expecting.
Right.
That's the unexpected part. So friends, don't close the book just because you've predicted the ending.
Yeah.
Because you don't know how they get there.
And there's other
things?
Other tricks and jumps and missteps and
Guys, this one sounds a little, is it spicy? Do we have a spice on
It's a little spicy. I would call it a slow burn.
I
would call it a slow burn.
Okay, that's better than what we've had in romance.
Yeah.
In the past.
I mean, there's definitely spice in there, but it's a slow burn to get to that.
Interesting. Yeah. Okay, I like it. Maybe we need in the future the burn meter.
I need the chili peppers on there.
Maybe not the chili peppers. I like how you went from slow burn. So maybe it needs to be a scale, and then you just highlight it towards the big chili pepper.
Okay.
Something a little different.
Yeah.
So that way we're like, oh look, she didn't color in anything on the scale at all. So guys don't. But But this one is like, oh, she's, colored it in. Oh, ding, 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 on fire. Thermometer. A thermometer.
I need the thermometer. Okay.
Why can't I not, I should have thought of that to begin with.
Because it's today. Today is a today.
Got it. Guys, everybody needs the thermometer. I might add a thermometer. We'll see how. I might not label mine spice.
Okay.
We'll see. Mine might be more crazy. Thermometer. Obviously, you love Emily Henry.
I do. I really enjoy her books.
And how many more of her books do you think that you've read? Is she always romance? Let me just ask that.
Yeah, it's the same. It's the same genre. I don't know. Probably 4 or 5.
Oh, okay. So how does
books.
this one compare to her other romances? It's still cute.
It's the same. She's. This is going to have a negative connotation, and I don't mean it to have a negative connotation. She's predictable. She's solid. I know what I'm getting when I pick up an Emily Henry book. I don't mean that in a bad way, because if I meant it in a bad way, I wouldn't pick up her books. Like, why do people keep going back to, well, just because I've just started the book, why do people keep going back to Dan Brown? It's the same story, the Robert Langdon, the Da Vinci Code, Angels and Demons, all of those, it's the same cryptology, story, science and religion, but people keep going back to it because they know what they're going to get. I think that's the same with Emily Henry. People keep going back to it because they know what they're going to get. She's reliable. Reliable is a better word.
She has great quotes. Absolutely great quotes. If you're a romantic, if you love romance, if you're romantic, love isn't something you can cup in your hands. And I have to believe that means it's something that can't ever be lost. Just sit and digest that whole thing, guys. It is. It's beautiful. For the one you love, anything. You unmake the world and build a new one. You do anything to give them what they need. Guys, these are this is how you can measure if your love is true love or not, by all of these quotes. Then again, maybe love was always a gift. The only thing that couldn't be bought or sold or bartered for. There is an old saying about stories and how there are always 3 versions of them: yours, mine, and the truth. Well, that one is for sure. I hear that one all the time. So there's obviously some conflict in this romance.
Well,
where does that one come from? And then this other one is...
That one is about Margaret's story, because both the authors are pretty sure that Margaret's lying to them. So
there are all kinds of reasons for a woman to want to disappear, always has been. So this runs in tandem with that and her secrecy.
Yeah.
See, now I'm a little curious, and I'm not usually a romance reader, but I think you're onto something when you said she's reliable and it's relatable.
Yeah, it's you know what you're gonna get when you see an Emily Henry book.
So you're gonna recommend it?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Who's gonna love it?
I think most people. Again, I'm not trying to be negative. It's an easy read. It doesn't require a lot of brain power, which is, that's why you read. You read to escape. Yeah, some people read to think, and sometimes we all read to think. But a lot of times, just with life, you want to read to escape. And Emily Henry in this book, which is why I would recommend it, anybody who just wants to read to escape, this is the author, this is the book.
So is she more Hallmark or more Lifetime?
Oh.
Or is she her own thing?
No, she's better than both of those.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah.
So would she, or has she been optioned for anything?
I'm sure she has. I can't imagine she hasn't. Surely someone has, some production company has to have optioned one of her books.
Because this sounds very, very relatable to a screen. I think that would be
absolutely great. Yeah, I'm thinking like a big screen, like a bigger movie than Lifetime or Hallmark.
Wow. Okay. So that even intrigues me more. That's a very profound statement by you.
There are several that are in various stages of development.
See, we can pick them. We know.
Yeah.
I love it. What would the reader find within these pages that they would not have expected?
Margaret's story.
You really love Margaret.
I do. I think she's a unique character.
I love that you love Margaret. If your final page could speak, what wisdom would it impart to someone who has just closed you?
Don't be afraid to take a risk for love, but don't give up what's important to you as a person.
Interesting. I like it. So this is about Margaret then. It's Margaret's story we're trying to biography?
Yes.
Okay. So if she was forced to attend a high fashion event, what hilarious inappropriate outfit would she wear? Because she sounds like she could be fun.
Well, she's an artist.
Oh my, this is a great question.
Honestly, I'm envisioning like a Betsy Johnson situation. Like, while the hair wouldn't be like Betsy Johnson, I could see like the different colors and the maybe a floral top with a striped pant and like just something outside of the box.
I'm only going to say it one more time, friends. I don't read romance, but this one has captured my attention for probably all the right reasons. I love that she's an artist.
Yeah, and this, I will say, I just went on about how Emily Henry is reliable and predictable, that what's different about this book than her other books is Margaret's story wedged in there. She normally doesn't do that, where you've got whole chapters that are somebody else in the past. So that is different about this book.
That's nice. It sounds like we're trying to evolve our skills as a writer, which is always a great thing. Any final thoughts on this book that you want to share?
Again, if you just want a fun, chick lit, beach read, this is it. And I don't mean the gum. Because I see Casey laughing. I don't mean the gum.
It's my favorite word.
I know, but it's 2 words. It's chick lit.
L-I-T.
Yeah.
I love this so much. Please make a video that shows a book and explain that it's a chick lit. And you know how they make it so you can read the captions? I don't know how to do that yet, but make that happen. At least give me a thing where you use the word chick lit and I will put the thing up there.
It's not a new term.
I'm just feeling it's so new that
it's not. It's
people,
been around for years.
But not all of our listeners have been alive that long.
Okay.
It's up to the storytellers to educate, obviously. Okay. And I've been around that long, and I don't know because I haven't been in this way, you know?
Yeah.
I used to just read books. I didn't know there was like a whole culture behind it.
Oh, yeah.
And now I'm knee deep in the culture and still learning this stuff. Thank you, Rachel. I appreciate you for that.
I'm here for you.
Because I'm enjoying it. I really am. As an adult, going back to revisit books, this is the perfect way to do that.
Yeah.
I used to read them under a tree, right? We used to read them under all the things, or this way and that way. But we're older and wiser-ish now.
Wiser-ish, yeah. Emphasis on the ish.
That's where I'm going. Wiser-ish. And I need to do a time check, and we're going to say a sign-off, which is totally fine.
Okay, sorry.
No, don't apologize. We went to a crazy place.
I feel like that's the definition of today. We went to a Friday equals we went to a crazy place.
And thanks for joining us, guys. That's the ink.
Bye. That's a wrap. Time to close the book on today's episode. I'm Rachel.
And I'm Casey. If you had fun, hit the like, follow, and subscribe. make sure you click on the bell icon.
You can also email us at spilledinkedcoffeeshow@gmail.com. Send us your questions, tell us what you're reading, or share what we should dive into.
Until next time, keep your coffee hot
and your pages turning.
Bye, guys.